There's some new plants here at Montreal's Botanical Garden, but these aren't just any plants. We're talking about a handful of illegal and endangered species that were seized at the border as they were being smuggled into Canada.
In last November, we received a call from the customs that had acquired a few plants that are illegally traded. I was realizing that I had in my possession these plants that are really rare.
The Montreal Botanical Garden received 57 plants. They were asked to identify them and determine if they were part of a protected species.
So when it came to us, it was in bags. And so when we opened in the quarantine area, we found that it had all its roots, and it had dirt that does not came from production. We guessed that it came from the wild, and these plants are endangered in wild because there are people that are selling these illegally. So we have to be really precautious with the plants when they arrive, because I don't want to bring new insects, new diseases here in Montreal, in Canada, because they could spread very fast. So we got to quarantine the plants. We had to wear special equipment to make sure that when we got out of the greenhouses, we wouldn't get out with some pests if there were. And we had to spray alcohol on them to prevent pests from showing up.
Out of all of the plants that were seized, the Botanical Garden identified 6 of them that are part of a protected species, including this one.
So this is a cacti. It is an Astrophytum asterias. So it is super vulnerable in its natural habitat. So it is vulnerable here as well. So I have to be super careful when I take care of them.
Now, this protection falls under the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species. Basically, it's an agreement that makes sure that the international trade of plants and animals doesn't threaten their survival. But some say that even with those protections in place, the rules are routinely ignored. Rodolphe Bruno is the co-owner of Cactus en Ligne, an urban agriculture company that specializes in cacti and succulents. He says the news of the illegally seized plants reflects a growing trend.
So I wasn't surprised at all. There's an increased interest in cacti and other tropical plants since the pandemic. So I see a lot of people trying to get plants for a cheaper price than what you can see on the Canadian market. So there's a lot of attractive offers overseas, especially from Asia. So these plants, they're either completely illegal to import, or they're allowed, but you need to be able to trace their origin to make sure they weren't poached in nature.
He says if you're looking to buy an exotic plant, the best thing to do is to contact your local plant nursery and ask about the plant's origin.
When you go to a physical place, they're there, they're imported, they're already in Canada. It's easy to see to get them. When you're buying online, make sure you're buying from a Canadian company. If you're new into it, maybe just stick to what's already available in nurseries in Canada. And there's a wide variety of exotic plants that are imported by nurseries all across the country.
As for the endangered plants seized at the border, the Montreal Botanical Garden says it'll take care of them while continuing to educate the public about the risks of importing illegal species. Natalia Weichsel, CBC News, Montreal.